Hey Leo, welcome to your August monthly Taroscope. My name is Chelsea, also known as Luna from lunahealings.com, where you can go and book a personal reading with me there. This is going to be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You can also like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please do so. This is going to be primarily for love. So I'm going to do couples and singles. So yeah, let's get into it. Leo, what is going on for couples? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. August, love. Leo, August, love. Leo, August, love. You have very high expectations this month, especially when it comes to your partner. I feel like you feel as though you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders for a very long time, and it's almost as if you are wanting recognition of that now. You're kind of like, what are we doing? You know, it's like you can't keep carrying the world on your shoulders when someone else isn't putting in the effort to carry it with you. You can't be the only one. You know, it takes two to tango in a relationship. It takes two to make it work. And that's if you both want it to work. That's if you both want it to be healed or want it to come to fruition. And I do feel like for some of you, you're kind of at this place of feeling stuck. You're at this place of feeling as though you have had to carry the weight. But I do feel like this connection can be healed if that's what you both want for each other. But you both have to kind of understand that whatever is happening externally, conflict-wise, is also happening internally. This isn't even a battle between you both. This is a battle within your own internal selves. So you may even benefit from taking a step back this month to really reevaluate where or what you need to heal. So you've got the Strength card with the Queen of Swords here, which shows that for some of you, whether this be you or whether this be your person, you can sometimes be very cold. You can sometimes be very blunt, be very sure of yourselves without even wanting to listen to the other person. And this makes the person feel small. It makes the person feel less than, or feel as though their experiences or their feelings are not as valid as what yours are. So whether that be you or whether that be this other person, it's knowing how to shift that and learning how to balance that as well. You got the Hanged Man in reversal and the Ten of Wands here, which also makes me think that, you know, you're the ones inevitably keeping yourself stuck because you're carrying the weight. You're continuing to carry the weight of something that is ultimately becoming quite heavy. It may even be that for some of you that is the Queen of Swords energy that can be quite cold. They're not realizing that you're carrying the weight of this relationship, especially the emotional weight anyway. You know, I feel like one of you is very practical and the other is very emotionally driven. And the thing is, that could be a great balance, but I also feel like this isn't really balanced. Like nothing is really balanced, because it just feels like every single time someone shows their emotion, it's like it's rejected or it's not accepted almost. And so that weight gets carried on, and this person, whoever this person is, carrying the weight of their emotions, feels as though they have to go to other people to kind of bring back the emotional balance that they need. And that's not something really secure within a relationship. That's not something really stable within a relationship. You both have to be open to expressing and accepting each other's feelings. But like I said, I do feel like you guys can heal this. I do feel like with work on your internal selves, you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Star card here, which really shows that, you know, it may be time to really just focus on yourselves instead of focusing on each other, or focusing on, you know, external views or external values. I do feel like this is something internal that needs to be established. You've got the Seven of Cups in reversal and the Five of Wands in reversal, which also again shows internal conflict. I do feel as though sometimes you can be quite, you or this person can be very floaty. You know, you may be dealing with a Pisces, you may be dealing with a water sign. I do feel like sometimes they can be quite flighty. They can be quite, even an air sign actually, because I'm seeing Aquarius. I'm seeing Aquarius, Pisces, and Cancer here. But I do feel like, you know, for some of you, you are really asking yourselves how to heal internally this month. Like, that's something that you need to do. I also want to point out that you've got the Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reversal here. And I feel like that's kind of due to the emotional restriction that some of you feel. If there is emotional restriction within a relationship and you feel as though you can't communicate or you can't express yourself the way that you need to, then of course it's going to feel like a cage. It's going to feel like you're trapped. It's going to feel like you're in chains almost. And I do feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with is the person that can be quite cold-hearted. Okay. Yeah. It's almost like you are the one carrying everything. You're carrying the stability. You're carrying the endurance. You're carrying the challenges. Everything that both of you should be carrying, you are carrying. But like I said, you know, in order for this to heal, you guys have to work on yourselves. And the thing is, like I said, if this person isn't willing or able to really see their faults, then of course it's not going to work. But if they are willing, then of course they can change. I do feel like maybe this is a really good time to seek out some support, whether that be through friends, family, or a professional. I do feel like this would be really good in terms of resolving any conflict or internal wounds that you both have. You've got Palm Tree, the Butterfly, Mask, the Runner. Yes, someone is definitely running from their feelings or running from what they feel, which is running from your feelings. Yeah, you've got Palm Tree, the Butterfly, Mask, the Runner, Healthy Choices, and Love. So this is really about your stability, your security, your growth, your flexibility. And it's also about healing the inner child, because I do feel like for some of you, you have this theme of wanting to please other people or wanting to take on a lot of other people's wounds or a lot of other people's shit, basically. And you can't keep doing that, because even though a palm tree is stable and it just flows and it takes a lot for them to get knocked down, they still endure quite a lot of trauma. You know, they could be, their leaves could be ripped off, they could feel, you know, whatever. And it's like eventually you keep putting up with all this stuff, you keep carrying all of this weight, and even though it's, you know, you are the stability, you are the security of the relationship, it's gonna eventually take its toll on you. So you've got the Mask and the Runner here. You know, someone is hiding their true feelings. Someone is afraid, and so they're running from their true feelings. They're running from how they feel. And it's a matter of bringing yourself and this other person back into balance with healthy choices and healthy boundaries. That is also including healing the inner child as well. But I know that there is unconditional love here. There is oneness. There is wholeness. But, you know, the more that you take on throughout this relationship, the more some form of resent will grow. And you both need to be willing to kind of take a step back and to really reevaluate your inner child and what needs to work next, or what needs to be worked on next. And if you're actually willing to do that. Okay, singles. Singles, Leo, August. I also feel like for those of you that are single, you're kind of in this it's not necessarily limbo, because I feel like you're really wanting to work on yourself. And you're really wanting to look at your options and to see what is working and what isn't anymore. Like what serves you and what doesn't. You know, what values, what behaviors, what insights serve you. And what you're ready to kind of let go of. I do feel like for those of you that are single, you have like tunnel vision when it comes to working on yourself. And even working on a business, working on a project, working on a career commitment that brings in more financial gain, which is great. I really feel like that is a really good thing. But I also feel like there's something that you're avoiding. I feel like you're avoiding something, like you're getting lost and you're getting stuck. Or not stuck, because you're growing in terms of your career and you're growing in terms of your business, but it's almost like you are, I don't know if you've endured a loss recently, the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. But it makes me feel like you've endured some form of loss recently. And so you're like, okay, I need to get it together. And so it's kind of like this theme of getting stuck in your work commitments, getting entangled in your business, your money, which is great. You know, it's great for progression, it's great for money, it's great for sales, it's great for working on yourself, like I said, but it's also this, there, you know, it's like when you go to sleep at night, can you fully rest your head and say, I'm okay? Because if you can't, I don't know if you can see that, because if you can't rest your head and feel a sense of peace in your heart, then something isn't right. Something needs your attention. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're getting lost in the clouds of these different projects or different things that you need to do, or that you feel that you need to accomplish, that you're forgetting your emotional healing that needs to happen. Because I do feel like you guys feel very imbalanced at the moment, and maybe that's why you're getting so into your business or into your career, into finances and money, because you just feel like you have to shut off, you have to switch off from whatever emotions are coming up. So this may ultimately be you shutting off your feelings. You've got the Five of Swords in reverse on the Knight of Wands. It's almost like you're admitting defeat when it comes to love. Like you don't want to even acknowledge that love is a factor right now. And I do feel like that's due to disappointment, and that's due to hurt and betrayal and some form of loss that has happened in your life. So it's like this month the universe is really showing you what's missing. Because if you don't have a healthy balance of everything, then what good is one thing without the other, you know? You're also focusing a lot on your stability and security financially, which is great. Sorry, I didn't even show you the cards. I don't think I did anyway. You've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords in reversal, the Ten of Pentacles and the Judgment card, Page of Swords and Temperance here. You may be dealing with another fire sign, or may have been dealing with another fire sign. the Five of Swords in reversal and the Knight of Wands here. Yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, you're really focusing on your stability and your security within your finances, but it's also about working on that within your own self as well. Like, how are you stable within yourself emotionally? How are you filling up your own cup? Because at the moment it just feels like you're very imbalanced. Yeah, so you've got the keys on a ring, the palm tree, axe and cassette here. You may be going over the past quite a lot, and the Grim Reaper. I do feel like this, and you've got seduction here. This may be due to some form of cheating or some form of scandalous behavior in the past that someone put on you. And I do feel like you're dealing with a level of abandonment here. Like, there's some abandonment wounds and abandonment issues that are coming to the surface in order for you to actually acknowledge. I feel like for a lot of you, this is really about inner child healing this month. Because I feel like this may even be due to a father figure, is what I'm hearing. Maybe you lost a dad recently, or you lost someone that was resembling a father figure, or perhaps you didn't ever have a connection with your father. Perhaps you feel neglected or abandoned by your father, and so you've kind of accepted people into your life that abandoned you. And it's like, instead of facing that abandonment wound head on, you are just ignoring it and avoiding it altogether, which enables you to ignore and avoid love as well, which ultimately stops you from feeling your emotions and being accepting and acknowledging of your emotions. So that's something to work on this month. It's quite heavy. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite heavy. And I do feel like you have a lot to work through. Like, don't exhaust yourself with work to the point where you are just not present at all. That would be doing a huge disservice to yourself. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys soon.